What's up, babes? Happy Friday. Made it through another week. We're gonna go over chapter 1046, titled Rizo. Interesting title for the chapter, considering everything that happened in it. It didn't feel specialized for him, but I can see why it was called that. I guess he kind of had like the biggest character development of everyone here. But I mean, all the action's on the roof. All of the action is on the roof. Of course, we only get, I think, maybe 7 of the... How many pages was this? 7 of the 16 pages were on the roof, but there was some interesting stuff happening on the roof. We're getting to hear more about Joy Boy, and everything happening down below is also very interesting. So to start off, it ended, like I said, with Luffy punching through his face, and it was kind of confusing of what's going on there. Kaido took it like a champ. He does seem tired. He does seem like he is kind of getting to the end of his rope here. I don't even know how long they've been up there. I know they've been up there for quite some time. That man has... I mean, Kaido's the MVP so far, this whole thing. I mean, he's been going through person after person. Kid, every single supernova came up there. His daughter came up there, whooped that ass, killed a couple of scabbards on the way, went back up to the roof. Kaido has been fighting this entire time. And he talks about how... He's like, well, you destroyed my castle. All my guys are done. Big Mom's out of here. He doesn't say that, but he said that in a previous chapter. He's like, are you actually done, Lin Lin? And she is. He is the only enemy up there now on Onigashima as a whole, and it is falling. I think some of the most important things we see here is from Zunisha, who's talking about, I just feel like I have no doubt in putting my faith in this person, that I feel like I want to believe in this person. It feels like fate. And this gets me thinking, okay, well, what happened 800 years ago with the previous Joy Boy? And I think the previous Joy Boy failed. Now, I'm not sure. I'll probably do a theory video on that idea, but had to have failed. Now, I think that Joy Boy in the apology understands that maybe it wasn't time yet. And that's going to tie in maybe kind of with the One Piece, with what Roger found and everything like that. But that's going to come later. But I think there's more happening there. Of course, Luffy knows none of this. Luffy's just fighting. Luffy's talking about, they have it covered down there. He's like, my castle, everything, but this is all on fire and your people are down there. And he's like, they're going to take care of that. I'm going to take care of you. But Kaido, even on the end of his rope, which I still think he has some more, and I think the transition of, even though Luffy turned Gear 5, he's not whooping ass. He is not kicking his ass. Kaido's kind of taking everything he has and dishing it back. Kaido is still bringing out new moves, the gust, the super jab thing with his club. I'm loving it. Kaido is about it. Kaido is out here. Kaido is excited because I think he understands that he's at the end of his rope and he loves being pushed. And he explains to Luffy, and he's like, this is an awakening. Your mind and body now understand the power of your fruit, and because of this, you're able to do this, this, and this. And that's interesting because you would think that Luffy doesn't fully understand it. What that does to tie into Joy Boy, what that does to tie into the Sun God Nika, I'm not sure, but Luffy has awakened. And I think in this fight, he just seems unbeatable. He doesn't seem like he's beating Kaido, but he seems himself like someone who can't lose. And as long as he's unable to lose, I think that he'll be able to find a way to win. I mean, we saw at the very end of the chapter, and we'll get there, but that was kind of the beginning portion of the roof. They get back into combat. He's like, I'm worried about you. They will worry about themselves. Zoom downstairs, and what do we see? We see comedy. And what I love about One Piece is that no matter the situation, it always finds a way to kind of bring something in that's kind of funny, that's kind of a little offbeat. And Beppo is dying. I mean, he's completely all fur. And it is. The entire place is burned to a crisp. The entire place. The castles, the towers, every single floor, everything's on fire. Brook, all the guys are like, oh my god, how are you still alive? The willpower you must have. And he's like, nah, guys, I'm like this normally. This is normal. Don't freak out. But everyone's on the move. Somebody's carrying Killer. We got Frankie carrying Zoro. Everybody's on the move. Frankie's trying to find Chopper because he's like, Zoro's dead. Zoro is literally dead, and I need Chopper to help, like, revive him. And I don't know where this is. This could turn into a lost situation, but I don't think so. I think Zoro can kind of overcome that. And I wouldn't like if... It is a long shot, but let's say Law uses the immortality thing in order to save Zoro. I wouldn't like that. I don't think it's going to happen. I think a very, very slim chance. Very, very slim, but he is kind of dead. We did see the Grim Reaper. I don't think we're seeing these things for nothing, so I think that Chopper's going to have to do something in order to save him. What else did we see? We saw Rizo, which is why it's named this chapter, and he understands and he was prepared. My God, is it amazing that he was prepared. But he noticed after the first time there was a burning building and the samurai were in there and he's looking for Hiyori and he's looking for Momonosuke. The building's on fire and he's like, there was nothing I could do. I didn't help or save anybody, and I said that I would never be unprepared again. And he's like, so Zunisha gave me, I have all this water and I'm ready to go. So he gets all the water. Jinbei is now circulating the water because Jinbei's probably of all of them the most prepared. Like he's ready to go. He did take some damage, but not a ton of damage compared to some of these other fights. So he's moving the water now through, and I think that he's going to be able to clear that out and get all the water to extinguish majority of the flames and kind of see where we're at. And maybe my favorite part, and then we see our last picture on the roof is Momonosuke and Yamato, and Yamato's like, you need to get it together. We need your clouds because Kaido, this thing is gonna fall because Kaido's about to lose. And then we see a Niru Luffy coming down with the lightning. I have no idea where that's going. I don't even know why he's able to do that. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm about it. I'm excited to see it. But yeah, that's kind of where we got left off. Momonosuke is gonna have to start making some plays here. He's gonna have to start growing some balls and saving everybody on Onigashima and everyone down in Wano. So I'm not sure how it's going to look in the Flower Capital, but I'm very excited, and we are coming to the end as Zunisha, the government, and everybody comes to, everyone's coming together. Everyone's coming together, and I think it's going to look beautiful. The end of this fight's going to be cinematic, gorgeous. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I'm looking forward to it, because I think it's going to end more in like the Flower Capital, destroying Onigashima, and it's going to be beautiful. So, that's all I really have. I hope you guys enjoyed the chapter. We do have a break, sadly, but I'm looking forward to it. Also, there was an announcement of a new Ace chapter. I don't remember if you remember that Ace chapter. I think last year, maybe 2 years ago, of him and I forget the other guy's name, but they're coming out with a new one. I think at the end of summer, beginning of fall, which is interesting. More One Piece content is always good. That's all I have for you guys today. You have a great weekend. Peace out, babes.